Yes, again, YouTube, this is SilverBeanie here, bringing you guys week 1 of the UBL Season 3. Your Crystal Palossands are here for their first week up against the Nijmegen Nuzleafs and Coach AutoMatthic. In what is going to be a very scary, hectic, but amazing match ahead of us. I hope you guys are excited. If you are pumped for your Crystal Palossands this season, you're excited to see how terrible or how incredible we do this season, please let me know and hit that like button down below. Definitely consider subscribing if you are new. And if you missed our draft breakdown where we went down and broke down everything in our new season, in our new draft, then definitely check that out. Link will be in the description below, so you can let me know your thoughts on that. Also, Another little note. I haven't had to see you guys' messages or notes from the draft breakdown because I'm kind of recording this like at the same time. But if you guys are interested, let me know your thoughts. If you would like yourselves a Crystal Palossands t-shirt, I currently only have the one for myself, but I'm keen to possibly bring out a couple more and do maybe like a giveaway or something like that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing some of that. Let me know down below. And as always, every week we will have a brand new question of the day over here. This week it is a new draft, it is a new season. What is going to be our MVP? You let me know down below, and be sure to check out my opponent's stuff. They'll also be in the description, but they'll also be kind of scrolling here as well, so check them out as well. But before we go any further, we're going to break down our team this week. My opponent has got a very scary team that they have drafted. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie, but I am confident that we will be able to put something amazing together, and we're gonna come out with something that's gonna be amazing. So let me give you guys a quick reminder of the team that we have, and then we'll sort of break down the team that we're going to be bringing. So the roster, the teams that we have Garchomp, Tapu Fini, Araquanid, Darmanitan, Porygon 2, Tornadus Incarnate, Zoroark, Silvally, Hitmontop, Cradily, and Mega Manectric. So they are the 11, that we can bring. And then my opponent has got Tornadus Therian, so they're basically the opposite Tornadus to what we have. They've got Conkeldurr, Mamoswine, Electabuzz. I've got Mamoswine there twice. I've just noticed I have Mamoswine there twice. But let me, in case I've missed, there's one missed. Oh well, it's part of the fun. Okay, so I'll read from this list instead. So Tornadus, Conkeldurr, Mamoswine, Tangrowth, Slowking, Aromatisse, Drapion, Flygon, Tauros, Electabuzz, and Mega Aggron. I think the one I missed actually was Aromatisse. Looking at it, yeah, that's the one I missed. But still, they got Aromatisse, not two Mamoswines. And then their Z is Tornadus T, whereas our Z's are our Tornadus Therian and Araquanid. So they are our Z crystals. So obviously we got our mascot, the beautiful Crystal Palossan, but he's obviously not going to be on this team. He is simply there representing as our coach, as our assistant coach. So up first, we are bringing the obvious and the absolute insanity amazing one that is Voltronic. Voltronic, the Mega Manectric, is making his debut this week. Standard set, pretty much. It's a standard Mega Manectric, but I think it's going to work really well. We're rocking max speed, max special attack, with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Overheat, and Hidden Power Ice. I honestly think that this could be the best set to bring. He has got 2 ground immunities between Mamoswine and Flygon. I don't see Flygon coming. It very well could come, but I don't see it. I think I have too many things that sort of handle it. I have everything. Mamoswine makes the most sense, but he could spice it up, and I could see that Flygon, if it's scarfed, we will be in trouble, but otherwise, a Hidden Power Ice is going to just do wonders against it. We've got Overheat mainly for the Aggron. It does actually, obviously, it does 2-hit KO, but we do get a special defense drop, so it takes it below 50, which is brilliant, and unless Aggron uses Rest, it has no other means of recovery. So I think it's probably the best set, and then, as I said, we can Volt Switch, do a little bit more chip damage, and then maybe go into something like Fini if we get a free switch in, or something else. Spoiler alert, we are also bringing the Fini, but we'll go into that in a second. So Voltronic is Mega Manectric, and he is going to be our first member this season. Up next, we have got Araquanid. I cannot even say my own name, but Aquarantula The Araquanid is coming down. This week holding a choice band. I think this thing could actually put in the finest of work. One thing that I've noticed on his team is that his entire team is pretty much physically defensive. He hasn't got many special defensive walls. He's got the SlowKing and Aromatisse, but like they're not really walls. They're just there. So I think I want to hit hard, and I think if I'm going to hit on the physical side, I need to band it. Liquidation, Lunge, and Leech Life. Lunge and Leech Life are both base 80. Leech Life is great if I just need to get a bit more recovery. Lunge is amazing. I think it gets if I remember correctly, it gets, guarantees, gets a -1 attack drop on my opponent, which will be incredible. And then we've got Liquidation, which I think can also get a defense drop, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 20% chance to get a defense drop, plus its stab. It's going to hit like a truck. With Water Bubble as well, it increases its water type attacks. I can't be burned. And it reduces fire type attacks. Absolutely monster. We're also running sticky webs, and I know you guys are probably thinking, why the hell are you running sticky webs on a choice band? Well, it's in case we get knocked off, and in which case I can try and set up webs, or if there's a situation where I kind of just feel like I need webs up like now, then we just lock ourselves into webs, and if it means sacking off Aquarantula, then we have to do that, or whatever the scenario may be. But I feel like webs would be good, like decent, not crucial, because he hasn't got the fastest things, like the Flygon, which is going to be above them anyway, same with the Tornadus. It's really only going to be for, I guess, the Mamoswine, the Drapion, the Tauros, and the Electabuzz. They're really the only things that are going to get somewhat affected by the webs. So overall, I'm not too worried. Because one thing I've noticed about his team is pretty much split between speed and no speed. Like, he's got 4 Pokemon above base 100, and then everything else is either base 80 and below. Like, he has got the Drapion, which is 95, but like, that's kind of just here or there. But everything else is based like 80 and below. Like Mamoswine's 80, and then everything is 50 and below, like Tangrowth, Conkeldurr, like Aromatisse, Slowking, and Aggron, all base 50 and below. So essentially half his team is incredibly slow. So he might try and do maybe a Trick Room set, which would be a bit tricky if that is the case, but we'll cross that bridge as and when. Okay, Grilled Spice is coming in. Grilled Spice is our Shiny Darmanitan, Choice Scarf, U-Turn, Rock Slide, Flare Blitz, and Earthquake. Max attack, max speed. We're literally getting in, hitting like a truck, and getting out. There's very few things on his team that can take a choice, that can take an adamant Choice Scarf Flare Blitz. Very few things at all. Like Tornadus, depending on how physically defensive it is, pretty much just dies. Conkeldurr takes like 60%. Mamoswine will pretty much get about, I think it's about 80%, depending on how defensive it is. Tangrowth dies. Slowking, even Slowking, if it's especially defensive, like an Assault Vest variant, Slowking takes like 40% from a Flare Blitz, which is crazy. Aromatisse just doesn't take it at all. Drapion barely takes it. Flygon takes it somewhat. Tauros takes it somewhat, depending on if he runs Intimidate. Electabuzz just dies, and Aggron takes about 60% plus, so it's absolutely crucial. Darmanitan is a vital member. If he goes down too early, I think it's pretty much going to be GG. So fingers crossed. Obviously, we're bringing Destiny out Tapu Fini, as I mentioned. Kind of a weird setup. We're kind of running a bit mixed in defense, but leftovers with max HP, bit of a high-ish defense, and then a bit in special defense, and then kind of just odd bits, kind of just to fill up whatever we had left. I'm not running any really super effective like stab water type attack, because the only thing that's going to hit is the Flygon and the Mamoswine, because it doesn't have any like rock types other than Aggron, but then it's going to Mega Revolve. Mamoswine takes neutral damage anyway, and I just didn't feel like there's actually any point in running like a Scald or a Surf or something. But Brian works really well with this particular like set, because we're going to have Moonblast for like the Conkeldurr, the Flygon, and just as nice, decent, strong offensive stab. But our key here with the Fini is Tenacious's Madness. It is annoying that it's only 90 base accuracy, and I have had times when I've done mocks and I have missed, but it's worked out one way or another. But Nature's Madness essentially cuts 50% of the opponent's current HP in half. And for things like Aggron, Tangrowth, Tornadus, like even Slowking, where they're quite bulky, knocking off 50% like that is going to be amazing, absolutely huge. And for things like the Aggron and the Mamoswine and even the Tornadus, we can then use Brine, and the Brine essentially, once your opponent is below that 50% mark, Brine does double damage. So it's currently base 65, but once it goes 50, it then jumps to 130, which stab Brine is going to be absolutely insane. So that's kind of my focus point, my goal with that. We are running like minus speed, because I don't really need Fini to be speedy. It's just not going to outspeed anything, so there's no point me trying to run it speedy. you know, I mean, the only thing I want it to outspeed is the Conkeldurr, and as long as he doesn't run like any speed investment in Conkeldurr, we outspeed it anyway, so really not too worried. The second to last, we've got Jetstream, our Tornadus. This week running the Flying Z, Prankster. Obviously now it's got Hurricane, Knockoff, Defog, and Tailwind. Defog's there, obviously we need to get rid of hazards, and thanks to Prankster, we just get them straight away. And same with Tailwind. Tailwind is really there if we're in a point where Jetstream's about to go down, and like, right, I need speed, slap a Tailwind up, and then the rest of my team can outspeed everything and potentially sweep. Knockoff's just there just so we can try and get rid of a few things to kind of help support Feeny, and then Hurricane is there mainly for the Conkeldurr, the Tangrowth. I guess the Tornadus as well, because it does a nice chunk against that. And it's just there's a nice good stab. And then we've got the Flying Z in case we need to just hit something super hard. So that's kind of my focus point with Jetstream. And then last but not least, we are bringing Kaiju, our Garchomp. This week's a bit of an interesting set. I'm not quite sure how to run with Garchomp this week, but I figured out everything else is the best mon that I could bring. We're actually bringing a Focus Sash. My plan is to lead Garchomp. And depending on how he leads, I'm expecting him to lead Aggron, if I'm honest. I doubt he leads Mamoswine. If he does, then we may be in trouble, but I expect him to lead Aggron because I think he was going to want to get his rocks up as soon as. So my plan is we lead Garchomp, we get our rocks up because we've got the Focus Sash, we guarantee that. We get our rocks up, and on the turn he gets his rocks up, which hopefully is the same. The following turn we then click Sword Stance, so we're +2. And then we spam Earthquakes. And if he switches into the Tornadus or like Flygon, then we just roar and we just work our way around it. But we're pretty much max speed. We've got enough speed so we outspeed the Drapion if it's max speed. Everything else we kind of just will. Things like the Tornadus, the Flygon we won't outspeed. I don't expect him to bring the Flygon, so I'm not really worried about that. Taurus we won't outspeed, and same with the Electabuzz. But again, those two I'm not expecting. Everything else we're going to outspeed. So we're max attack, jolly, and I think that's probably the best set for us to bring. But as I say, that is the team. That is the team that we are going to be bringing. I'm very excited as I'm battling AutoMatthic in literally 5 minutes. So fingers crossed we can pull out a W. But hey, let's get this show on the road. Wish your boys some luck, and hopefully we can come out with a W. Let's go. All right, we are all connected up here. Let's see the 6 that they are going to bring. They are what I predict, and how close do we get it? Ooh, wait, no Aggron. Are you insane? No Aggron. Okay, all right. Now that's kind of thrown me off a little bit. I did not expect the Electabuzz. Let me just update the team. Wow, skis. Wow. Okay, so no Electabuzz, which is a little bit annoying. No Electabuzz, no. Wow, they brought the Mamoswine, and they brought the Flygon, so they brought double ground. That's a little bit annoying. So no, what did they not bring? They didn't bring the Slowking. Okay, so the team is somewhat different. The 2 mons that I really did not anticipate, he actually ended up bringing, which. I'm not really worried, but it's definitely a little bit of a surprise. I expected the Flygon to be Scarfed, most likely. I think I need to just stick with my gut and stick with my original plan. He has now got, well, he's got 2 Defoggers now, so he's got some more options. His most likely Defogger is probably still going to be the Tornadus, but I think I'm just going to stick with the gut and stick with my plan and just lead with Garchomp. I think I just need to stick with the plan and not overthink. I'm a little bit surprised, but I think we should be still fine. Let's see what happens. Wowskis. Wow. Okay, so we are going to lead Garchomp. And let's see how we get on. Let's just see how we get on. Let me make a note here. So we see the Electabuzz. And instead of Slowking, we see the Flygon. Okay, so he leads Mamoswine. A little bit annoying, but not surprising because the thing is, he's now probably just gonna Ice Shard me twice. Like I think I just need to like stick with my plan and just get rocks up. Like literally, as annoying as it is, this is pretty much just a sackable Garchomp, and which is as annoying as it is. But yeah, Ice Shards are guaranteed. Just Oko. I think I'll just stick with my gut and just get rocks up. I don't need to overthink. He's gonna be able to knock out my Garchomp like immediately, but like I said, And then what we can do is, before, I don't want to just lock myself in. Let me just make sure I get this right. Because if he's scarfed, I'll know. If he goes for Ice Shard, we know he's scarfed. We know he's not scarfed. If he goes for Icicle Crash, then he's most likely scarfed. But we'll see. I mean, nothing's for certain. But I think what I'd need to do is I just go into Darmanitan. It just guarantees to take it out. Or we could go Araquanid, which on Liquidation would definitely take it out. He'll most likely go into... Like, at this point, honestly, like, Darmanitan just comes in every time and just clicks Flare Blitz. Like, what does he switch into then at that point? Does he switch in Flygon? Like, Flygon... I'm expecting the Flygon to be scarfed, most definite. And if we go Darmanitan, like, Flare Blitz is just doing some big damage. I think I just need to get Rocks up, because then it breaks Sashes, and yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to do it. Right, so he's not going to... Okay, so he's most likely Icicle Crashing then. We're going to get Rocks up. Does he Icicle Crash? Oh, he sets his own Rocks up. Wow. Okay. So right now we're just exchanging Rocks, which, to be honest, is kind of probably best case scenario. I kind of expected the Rocks to be up on my side of the field like immediately, so that's not too much of a worry. I think I'm just going to Earthquake now, because Earthquake's still going to do a decent amount of damage. And if he switches into Flygon, then that's fine. He's going to Ice Shard, we're going to still live, and we're going to get some decent damage on this thing. It doesn't even take us out, which is quite surprising actually. Which leads me to believe he's Jolly. So that did about what I expected, about 55%. If he's Jolly, so that took us down to 21. Hang on, that took us. Let me see, because we can kind of get a silk feel for how he's. 32 down to 11%. He's okay. So this is interesting. So he's not. So he's definitely Jolly. I don't know what item he's running. Probably could he be running Ochre? He could be running Ochre Berry for the Darmanitan, which kind of makes sense for the Ice Shard because that'll do. Yeah, that does about right. I think what I want to do is I think I might just go for Roar, because if he switches into Flygon, maybe trying to get like a Dragon Dance up, I kind of want to just roar him out. So I think I'm just going to Roar. If he goes for Ice Shard, he does go for Ice Shard and he takes me out. Okay, so that's fine. I kind of expected that. Okay, so he shows Ice Shard and oh, cracky, and shows Stealth Rocks. Okay. So I just need to, hang on, I've got so many cables in front of me. But as I say, I kind of knew that was going to be the case. I did kind of prepare for it. Okay, so he might have something like, so let me see, he's got Stealth Rocks. I'm just going to make a note on here. So we went for Icicle Crash, Ice Shard. How much time? I've got 1 minute. So if he has Rock Slide, let's see, what are we doing if we bring in a Araquanid? Obviously he will outspeed. Ice Shard's doing diddly squat. Liquidation is just OHKOing. If he switches into the Tangrowth, I know I'm not going to do much. I expect the Tangrowth to be physically defensive as well. So can I go for a lunge against this thing? Actually, I might be able to go for a lunge, because his only other switch, his best switch-in is the Tangrowth. I think I might go. I think I might lunge, because the lunge is still gonna it's gonna hurt anything that comes in. If he goes, what's the thing called? Tornadus, Therian. I'm expecting it to be Z. A lunge is still doing a solid chunk. I think I'm just gonna go for a lunge. Let's see if he Rock Slides. It's gonna hurt if he does have Rock Slide or even Stone Edge. It's gonna hurt like a truck, and all I've got to do is just hope and pray that he misses. Okay, so we're gonna go into Araquanid, and I think I'm just gonna lunge, because the lunge guarantees takes this thing out. I'm not even gonna think about it. I think that's the best play, because it hits anything super hard. So let's just lunge. Does he stay in, or is he gonna switch? I'm hoping for the switch, because as I say, it's gonna hit anything, and if he stays in, I don't know what his plan is. Like, Earthquake's going to do about 30. Ice Shard's doing nothing. Like, I'm expecting him to have Earthquake. He's going to Rock Slide. He lands it. This is going to probably do about 50%. Yikes. Please don't flinch. Nice. We get a lunge off. This should go down. That's huge. That is absolutely humongous. Okay, so he lives on like nothing. So he is literally now on like 2% health. That is insane. Lunge would have done anything between 49. So I must have got a low roll because that would have done anything between 49 and 60%. So I must have gotten a low roll there. That's really annoying. Do I need a Araquanid now at this point? It doesn't hit anything, outspeed anything. Actually, I say that. Does it have I'm pretty sure I made it so it outspeeds Conkeldurr, didn't I? Yeah. Oh wait, no. Ah, damn it. It doesn't outspeed Conkeldurr. Damn. How did I miss that? I'm literally like 1 point off. I don't know how I missed that one then. Okay, so at this point then there's no point. That's really annoying. We literally just missed out. That's really frustrating. Because it means something else is going to come in and take rocks damage. Bugger. He's probably going to just Ice Shard because that should take me out, if not Earthquake, because then he doesn't have to worry about a miss. My hope is that he maybe goes for, what are we at, 2013. My hope is he goes for Ice Shard. I'm going to just lunge again. I'm just going to let him take me out. He's going to Earthquake, and that guarantees him the kill. That's really annoying, really unfortunate. Wow, so Mama picks up 2 kills there straight away. So Mamoswine, right, so hang on. So we killed Garchomp with Ice Shard, and he kills Araquanid with EQ. Okay, so he's already picked up 2 kills for himself there, which is really annoying because one of my walls is now gone. He's probably now just at this point just going to Ice Shard regardless. I don't have anything that sort of out prioritizes that, so there's nothing really I can do there. I think my best bet is just to go into, I don't really go into Grilled Sprice, he takes too much damage, and 25% each time is huge. So I think my best bet is to probably go into Voltronic. Do I just go into Voltronic? I mean, at this point, what's that into basically force out? Thing is, I need to Voltronic to get a free switch in the Flygon, because otherwise, how much time we got? 30 seconds. Because Earthquake will kill us, and if he's at -1, then that's actually, now he's got rocks, so that kind of hurts us as well. Big yikes. That Flygon's going to mess me up, I know it. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I've just got to be careful on what I do here, because we are losing Mons too quickly now. Okay, what do I do here? What do I do here? I should have liquidation. I should have just guaranteed the kill. That's really annoying. Right, I need to make a switch. I need to make a play, sorry. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to go into him, but I just did anyway, because I was running out of time and I lost track. We're going to Grilled Spice, gonna take a hit. Now, I am Choice Scarfed. The only thing that can outspeed me is the Flygon. Is the Flygon gonna be Scarfed? Probably. Let's be real. I think I have to go for a U-turn, guaranteed to take this thing out, because he's just gonna go Ice Shard and just let him take me out. So if I go for a slow U-turn, then what do I do? What do I go into? Because it's going to take 25% regardless. So I think I'll probably go into Tapu Fini. I think that's probably my best switching. His probably answer to that is the Electabuzz. What is Electabuzz doing to the Fini? So I'm not really familiar with Electabuzz, so I'm kind of expecting EVLI. I don't know, Thunderbolt maybe? I don't know what Electabuzz does. See, we take any hit from it pretty well. Well, we take a Thunderbolt, we can take 2, but we can't take 2 after rocks. I think I need to, I think he brings Flygon in. I think I just have to Flare Blitz. Yeah, I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. So we're going to take this thing out, which is finally, like, good. Oh, dearie me. So... Darmanitan kills Mamoswine with Flare Blitz. Okay, so if he goes... I don't know what he's likely to do here. Okay, so the Mamoswine's gone, which is good, but like he took out way too much. Like his Mamoswine did way too much damage to me. The fact that he took out my Raquinade is huge. Kind of wish I had. It goes into Disco, which is the Flygon. Okay, this thing's definitely scarfed. There's no way it's not. I'll be shocked if it's not. He's gonna click Earthquake, if not Stone. In fact, he'd probably click Stone Edge. Thinking about it, because if I. Thinking about it, actually, that's exactly what he clicks. He clicks Stone Edge right here. Because a Stone Edge, or even a Rock Slide, where Stone Edge is going to kill, and it's going to obviously, it's going to take out my Feeny, my Tornadus. Yep, takes out Tornadus. So my best bet is to go into Feeny. We can pretty much take anything from this thing. If he has Thunder Punch, like on the off chance he has Thunder Punch, we take about 30%, but then we can sort of, we can then kind of target him with... what I need to do is I need to knock this thing off. So I think I might do that. I think I might just click knock off, because he hasn't got his Mega, so I can freely knock off anything. So he's probably going to just Stone Edge. I'm expecting Stone Edge. He's going to U-turn. Okay, so he plays this. He does the smart. He does play smart. He's not revealing too much, so you know, props to him. But I'm expecting that thing to be scarfed 100%. So he clicks U-turn. He goes into Electabuzz now. And now we're in a tricky spot again, because now, although I say tricky spot, we've still got Manectric, who is yet to Mega Evolve, so we kind of have that going for us. I'm just gonna be careful with that Flygon. I think that Flygon, out of everything he has on his team, the Flygon is going to be the one thing that does us in. I'm really surprised to not see the Aggron. I really am. I thought that did way too good against our team. Like, obviously, I know Darmanitan kind of wrecks it, but it handles way too much of the rest of my team. But, you know, fair enough. Like, he's obviously got some ideas. It'd be interesting to see what his plan is. He goes into Spaghetti, which is, he gets the Tangrowth. Okay. Okay, now, I know I can't be put to sleep, but he's probably going to Leech Seed, which is really annoying. And we see leftovers on this thing. Okay, that's good to know. So we know he has leftovers. So we know I ain't got to worry about Rocky Helmet. He's leftovers. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. Put that in the wrong bit. I don't know what item his Mamoswine was. We still don't know. It wasn't Oka. So, I don't know, Expert Belt maybe? Who knows? Rocky Helmet perhaps? Who knows? Anyway. So we still don't know what his Flygon is. Most likely... most likely his Flygon is scarfed. I'm very surprised if it's not scarfed. Okay, so we've got the Tangrowth here. So he's probably going to either knock off Giga Drain, or he's going to do something funky. This thing I think does get Earthquake, doesn't it? Hang on, we got Tangrowth. This thing gets Earthquake, doesn't it? It does get Earthquake. So we could be running a physical set. Let me have a quick look. Earthquake. So if I was to switch into Darmanitan, we're going to take another 25%, which is too much. And Rock Slide and Earthquake at that point does kill. So I can't just switch in. I have to get a free switch. What do I do here? I think I might just Nature's Madness. Or do I knock off? I've got to do one or the other. Knock off would be nice. Get rid of 50%. And 50%. Get rid of his item. I think I'm going to knock off. He stays in. We outspeed. A little bit of chip damage. Get rid of his knock. Get rid of his leftovers. And he's just going to Giga Drain. Okay. So that kind of gives us a little bit of an idea. He's also, that did a lot. We got down to 76. He pretty much restores his health. Probably should have Nature's Madness, although that wouldn't have made too much difference. So we pretty much lost like 40% there. So how much did that Giga Drain do? Is he offensive? I have a feeling he might be offensive. Giga Drain's definitely gonna do enough now where it's gonna probably take me out on the next turn. I think I have to go Tornadus. Because he's now back at full. He no longer has leftovers though, which is nice. So I need to remember that, but he does show Giga Drain. Okay. So if I was to go into Tornadus here, obviously Giga Drain's going to do nothing. I could Hurricane, which pretty much just guarantees to OHKO this thing. Unless he's like max special defense, maybe? I mean, even if he's max special defense, we still take it out. It's guaranteed OHKO every time. So I might do that. Because chances of him leech seeding, he's just going to Giga Drain here, surely. Either that or he knocks off himself. I think I'm just going to go into Jet Stream. Let's do that. Let's do that. There's another Giga Drain. That does a lot. He's definitely offensive. So because we went down to what? We went down from 75 to, so we went down to 88. 75. So he essentially does 20% points of damage to me. Yeah, he's got to be offensive. Like, he's got to be like a, he can't be a, I doubt he's a modest set. I mean, he might be modest actually. He probably modest, or either that, he's just got some special offense. But chances of him staying in right now, because something's just going to go down, sure. I mean, other than maybe the Electabuzz. Electabuzz is probably the one thing he could somewhat safely bring in. Because the Electabuzz, even a Z Thunderbolt, Z Hurricane, sorry, is just not doing enough. We do outspeed the Electabuzz though, unless he's like scarfed. In which case then, I mean, because we could Z Hurricane, depending on how much damage that does, we could then go for a Thunderbolt, go for a knockoff, sorry. Because the thing is, I just don't want anything to come in for free. Because if we go, I think I have to Z here. Because even a Z Hurricane against the Flygon, after rocks, that should go down, definitely. Tangrowth definitely goes down. His Tornadus, I mean, after a Z, that's going down. Conkeldurr definitely goes down. Yeah, I think I just Z Hurricane right now. Yeah, I'm just going to Z. I want this thing gone. I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to Z Hurricane right now. He's going to withdraw. Does he go Electabuzz? He does go Electabuzz. Okay, so this thing's going to take like 25%. Okay, so I need to keep an eye out. So he goes to about 80%. Yeah, it goes to about 90. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. I need to do a thing. I completely forgot. I'll do it after this. But there is a thing that I can now do, and I completely forgot to do it. Let's see how defensive this thing is. Okay. Big yikes. Okay, so I can now do this. Aha! Forgot about that. Okay, so he is now gone down to, so we have to burn down Z, which is unfortunate, but he is now down to about 40%. A knockoff, oh, bugger, knockoff's not going to do enough. It's going to literally, I need him to take another turn of rocks. That's what I need. That's annoying. Because I have to switch. He's going to Thunderbolt. Actually, no, he'll probably Volt Switch. I think I just have to go into Voltronic. I can't even, like, risk it. I have to just go Voltronic. Because Voltronic will easily just take the Thunderbolt. And if he does go for, like, a Hidden Power Ice... or actually, he might have Hidden Power Ground. If he Hidden Power Grounds me right now, next level. Seriously, next level. But I'm expecting Hidden Power, like... yeah, he probably wants Hidden Power Ice for Garchomp. Probably. And then we just overheat. Yeah, because Electabuzz, let me just check. Electabuzz doesn't get Lightning Rod, does it? No, it gets Static and Vital Spirit, so I ain't got to worry about that. Let's just switch into Electabuzz. He probably, I mean, he might switch out himself into Flygon. But if he does, actually, that's kind of good, because how much is this going to do? We're going to 145 and a 127. And he does Hidden Power Ground. No, Hidden Power Ice. Okay. So he safely goes for the Hidden Power Ice. Because we go to, what was it, 127. Yeah, we go 127, now down to 85. So that did about 20%, which is, yeah, about HP Ice damage. So we can just Mega Evolve safely. And we can just go for an overheat, because overheat hits anything on his team, and it hits it hard. If he goes into Flygon, that's going to be a bit of a pain, but then I just switch into Feeny. I need to start hitting things and hitting things big time, so I think I'll just overheat. I could just Thunderbolt, but then I don't want to take another hidden power ice, and I really don't want to get that hit back, so I think I just overheat. And if it misses, that's going to be huge, but here's what it is. Yeah, let's do it. Not even going to think about it. He's going to stay in. Okay, so this is going to take an overheat to the face. So I'm expecting that to have HP ice. We're going to drop an Intimidate. Overheat. We land it. This thing should be gone. Nice. Okay. So we get rid of that, which is nice. Okay, so Manectric kills Electabuzz with overheat. Okay. Nice. I'm expecting nothing to have Eviolite. I'd be very surprised if it didn't have Eviolite, but we'll never know what else it ran. But okay, so he goes into Giants, whatever that is. Okay, he goes into this thing, which is a bit of a pain, a little bit of a worry, should I say? Because if he goes for a Mach Punch right now, that's going to do about 50%. In fact, based on how much damage I'm at now, 85. That actually does. If he gets a high roll, he does enough now to kill. So I can't even Volt Switch. I mean, I am -2, so let me just add consideration. So we only do about 20% to him. We didn't see any items, so he is now sitting at about 95. I have to hard switch out. I can't even risk it. I have to hard switch. I have to go into Feeny. Feeny, annoying. Yeah, and Feeny will outspeed. We can go for a Moonblast and do some big damage. It's probably obvious, but I feel like I just need to. And until the Flygon's gone, I can't safely go into Darmanitan. Once the Flygon's gone, I feel like we can just sit pretty and just spam Flare Blitz. But he might predict this and go for like a Poison Jab. But he does go for Poison Jab, so he predicts me very well, and he's probably going to take me out. Yeah. Damn skis. Well, I mean, well played. Do we see leftovers? No. Okay, so he takes me out, which is annoying because now I have nothing for his Flygon. Yeah. The only thing I can do now against him is I have to get an Intimidate drop with Manectric, and I guess actually the only way I can see me winning now is I have to get a Tailwind up with Tailwind up, and then I have to have the Flygon in as I go for Flare Blitz. So we need to take at least one more member of his team down before I can safely Tailwind. Okay. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is right now. Okay, so we're not out of this game yet. I'm going to drop an Intimidate on. We are going to take those rocks damage, so we go from 85. How much time we got? Not enough. So we're going to take quite a bit of damage. Mach Punch. Probably after rocks damage will be enough to take me out. So I think I have to go into Grilled Spice. I think I have to actually do that. I think I have to go down Manatan and just Flare Blitz and hope and pray for a kill. If he Drain Punches, I just Flare Blitz again. We're at 135, just 74%. If he Drain Punches and gets a high roll, he takes me out. In fact, he'll be enough because of rocks. I'm going to go into the Jetstream. I think that's my play. I think I have to go into Jetstream. I'm going to go into the Tornadus. And dearie me. If he Mach Punches me, so right, where are we? We're at 50%. 32. Jeez. Okay, if he's adamant, so he's not. Hang on. I've been running off Guts Flame Wall, which we know he's not. He's Iron Fist. He's Iron Fist, I know this. Iron Fist. I don't know what item he is yet. We have no idea. A Mach Punch is not going to do enough to take me out. He's not Life Orb. We know that. He could be banded. That could be a thing actually. He could be choice banned. Let me see. He went for Poison Jab. Let me have a quick look. We've got 40 seconds. I need to think this through because you know, I want to have every possible chance to you know, to think these turns through and see what my best option is. Right. So right now we are in with Tornadus. Hurricane's obviously my play. If he switches though, he can't go into Electabuzz, so I guess he switches into his own Tornadus. So that's going to take like 80%. Plus after Rocks, that's going to be enough to take it out. Tangrove's not going to be able to appreciate it. And Flygon definitely won't. So I feel like just go Hurricane. He has to Mach Punch and has to hope for a kill. I'm just going to Hurricane. I don't need to think about it. He's going to withdraw. Please. Goes into Disco. Okay, that's the Flygon. Okay, hopefully we do enough. Because it's literally now or never. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. We do a decent chunk there though. We take it down to just under 25%. I was going to say 25 just because it's... Actually no, it's less than 20. No wait. Yeah, it's about 20% now actually. He's at about 20%. He's not quite there, so 22. I don't know. Okay. He is going to outspeed and most likely... I mean, he can't go for a Dragon type move, so he most like... Oh no, he could. He just does 50%. If he U-turns me right now, we do live. He most likely though just goes for something like a Stone Edge or Rock Slide, both of which will kill, but then that both requires him to land it. I think I just Tailwind. I think that's my play, in hope he misses. I think I just Tailwind. I need to make sure I outspeed this thing, so I'm going to Tailwind. And this will be basically the decider. He U-turns. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so wow. Okay, so that's actually huge, because it essentially now means he can bring in, wow, I wish I Hurricaned again. Because he can now bring in his Conkeldurr, and then that can now freely, he can safely go for a Mach Punch, and that'll be enough to kill. Providing he has Mach Punch. If he doesn't have Mach Punch, then, well, we'll see. But surely he goes Conkeldurr here. I outspeed everything now because of the Tailwind, but I don't outspeed a priority move. What I want, best case scenario is if the Tornadus comes in, because then I just click Defog and let him take me out. I think that's probably my best play. Spaghetti, going to do that thing. Okay, so he's going to take a little bit of damage. Okay, this thing's sitting at about 90%. If I Hurricane right now, we guarantee take it out. Does Tangrowth get any kind of priority? I don't think I saw any kind of priority on his team, like with Tangrowth. No, it gets no priority whatsoever. Okay, I don't know what his play is, but I had to click Hurricane and hope for the best. Please. Yes! Yes! Get in! Get in. That's huge. That is absolutely humongous. Loving it. Okay. That's amazing. So the Tornadus comes in. So the Tornadus kills Tangrowth. He's basically just stalling turns, but that's fine. Okay, kills Tangrowth with Hurricane. He's basically stalling my Tailwind turns. Because he knows that that's what I need to basically outspeed the Flygon and take it out. He goes back into Disco. How many turns of Tailwind are left? I need to count these. Tailwind should still be up. Does Flygon have any priority? It has Feint. Oh, it also has Quick Attack. So if he has Feint or Quick Attack, he will outspeed. Does either kill? Let me see. I need to just see right now. So if he was to click Feint or Quick Attack, two moves I very much doubt. I am at 29, 18. Feint won't take me out, but quick attack will. If he's got quick attack on this thing, he is next level. I just click knock off because it guarantees to kill. Tailwind is still up. This basically banks on him not having quick attack, but I should still outspeed. With Tailwind up, yeah, he has no chance of outspeeding me. No chance. I knock off. Yes! This should go down. He was Rocky Helmet. He wasn't even scarfed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do we live that? Did we live? I didn't even see. I take it we do. Yo, Tornadus. Okay, so Tornadus kills the Flygon with knockoff. Yo, this is turning around. The Flygon was Rocky Helmet though, which is crazy. Okay. Okay, so Rocky Helmet from that thing. Okay. Now, oh, we're on. Okay, I guess he was just banking on me, just clicking some physical move. Okay, so Flygon's gone, which is amazing. I have to click. Oh, wait, actually, do I need to click Tailwind now? The Flygon's. What else has he got on his team? Is the Conkeldurr and Tornadus. Is Tornadus scarfed? He's yet to bring it out at all. Like, he's yet to enter the field. I have to have. I'm trying to think who I need. Because I think he knows how much health has. Let me see. Voltronic's got 85. So it's got 85 hit points. We guarantee to take it out with a Thunderbolt or anything. And plus with rocks, we just take it down. And unless he is scarfed, he will not outspeed. Do I set up the Tailwind? Because he's going to Muck Punch. I think I'll just Tailwind and play it. And just... is Tailwind still up? Tailwind's still up. No! He just Muck Punches here. That's so frustrating, but there's nothing else I can do. I'm just going to Hurricane. He's going to take me out. There's the Muck Punch. That's really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so he's going to take me out. So Conkeldurr kills Tornadus with Muck Punch. Okay. This literally comes down to now whether or not that Tornadus is... yeah, he's burned. He was Flame Orb this entire time. Oh dear God. He was... I guess it's just because he never had a free turn. Okay, but that is huge. Okay, so he is Flame Orb. Guts. That is absolutely crazy. I wish I knocked off sooner. I really, really do. He is now burned. A Muck Punch is doing how much? Oh God, no. A Muck Punch. Oh, I have to go for grilled. Right. This actually could be the decider right here. Okay, so if I was to go into Tornadus, not Tornadus, right, I've got 30 seconds, didn't think it was 3. If I go into you, I click Thunderbolt, but you do go down to -1. Muck Punch, after -1, still takes me out. It still takes me out. I have to go into Darmanitan. Oh wait, no. I wasn't even that, no it doesn't. I was looking at the wrong move, damn it. Okay, but I think I have to go down Darmanitan. Wow. Okay, we're at 135. I need to see this. We go down to 90. Oh no. I think that's still enough. I think he still has enough. Yeah, Muck Punch takes me out. No! I cannot believe we are going to go down to this. I just Flare Blitz. Muck Punch is going to take me out though. There's the Muck Punch. Oh no! This is actually huge. Okay, I have to go for Voltronic. I think I possibly just messed up there. I think he's gonna win because I didn't switch. In fact, that's what I should have done. I should have gone into this. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. It's annoying when these things pop into my head now. I should have switched into this, got the Intimidator, switched back into Diamanitan, let him knock me out, and then switched back into this. That's what I should have just done. I'm so mad at myself right now. You have no idea, guys. Okay. He's at -1, which I guess I have going for me, but 2 Mark Punches is enough to take me out, and there's nothing I can do about it. He's not low enough. I just have to hit Thunderbolt and just hope for it. I just have to hope for the best, but I need to crit. He Drain Punches, that's game. Oh no! Because if I had gone into that, I would have got -2 off. Drain Punch then would not have done enough. It probably actually would. The situation probably wouldn't have changed. Wow, we did so well. We did so well. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't even think about the Conkelda. Like, I was convinced it wasn't Flammable because we never saw it have an item, but then it never. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. But GG's to my opponent. They played absolutely incredibly well. Props to them. Like, you can't hate. Someone's got to win. Someone's got to lose. We unfortunately do lose our first match, which is gutting because I did so many mocks. We came out quite on top. You know, I did about 10 battles at least, and like every single one was like we hit top. So it's a little bit unfortunate that we do pick up a loss there. Bringing the Electabuzz was a big throw, not gonna lie, and definitely bringing the Flygon. That they were also definitely a big like they threw me off big time. And the Tornadoes didn't even enter the battlefield, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know if we could have played that any better. I really don't. I think we played it to the best of our ability. I mean, I'm not too upset. I mean, then we could have probably. I mean, that ending there, we could have potentially, if we switched it round, maybe that would have changed the ending. But I think what I should have done. I'm thinking about it now, because my thought process with the Tornadoes was I think I should have just gone for Defog there, because it then meant that Darmanitan and Manectric wouldn't have taken rocks damage, and Manectric would have outsped the Tornadoes, and I would have guaranteed to take it out. So I think that was my misplay. I think the biggest misplay I had there was the fact I didn't click. I just clicked knockoff or whatever it was. I didn't click defog. I should have done that, 100%. It's typical when you think about these things now, like after the event, it makes more sense than when you're actually in the moment. But you know. I mean, we managed to pick up what? We picked up 4 kills, so I'm not too mad. It's just, that's the game. That's the game we play. And unfortunately, we, first week, do indeed pick up a loss. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Props to my opponent. Definitely make sure you guys check him out. Unfortunately, we are still yet to defeat AutoMatthic, but hey, there's always next season. Nah! Ah, gonna go cry in a pillow. Thank you guys so much for all your love and all the support. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Sorry this was a long battle. This was an incredibly long battle. Like, this video is almost like an hour long, and I do apologize. I'm gonna try my best to keep like the team builders a little bit shorter and everything else, so forgive me. But anyway, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts if you'd be interested in a Crystal Palossands merch, and let me know your thoughts on the question of the day. With that note, I'm gonna get the hashtag out of here. My name's SilverBeanie, and I will catch all y'all beautiful people next time.